live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Mental health moment.
Yeah.
All right, now we know that this guy has dealt with a lot in the past, I want to say year and a half, maybe even longer. Let's just say
you got to
2
go
years.
back to before that because he lost his mom.
Yeah. He's dealt with a lot over the years, and just listening to him in the way that he's been able to I don't want to say cope. I feel like cope is the bad word. The way that he's been able to progress after so much loss in his life, and just being at so many different low points, to see him wearing and ask for help wrist wraps on every game has shown that he's taken up the mantle of being mental health advocate.
Absolutely.
And it's dope to see, because who can say something to him? I mean, when you look at,
and we talk about Dak Prescott, y'all.
I did not say Dak Prescott's name.
No, you did not say his name.
Okay, now I love Dak Prescott, and I know that the last couple of weeks it may have made you feel like I didn't. Even though I do not like the Dallas Cowboys do have some players that I truly admire.
Absolutely.
Dak Prescott being one of them.
Absolutely.
And I think this is dope.
I love him.
Yeah.
This is to me, so especially for a football player in his stature as a football player, right? He's the quarterback of a team. To take this stance because it's a level of vulnerability that's shown here, right? That you would tell somebody, ask for help. Because this is what you don't hear, especially in sports, right? It's not a cultural thing in sports to ask for help.
Right.
The only time you see somebody asking for help in sports is when they down and they can't get up. You'll see them do this little move where they call them out to them or stuff like that on the football field, but it's only when they can't get up.
Right.
So for him to say this in this moment when he's lost, he's especially, and I know that this is near and dear to his heart because of his brother.
Yeah.
And his suicide.
Yeah.
And so versus, I think his passion for it is versus holding it in, ask for help.
Right.
And I love it. I thought it was it's such a strong thing to me. Like, it's so powerful. And this shows more strength than any pressing, any bench press, and like your physical, forget that. Like that emotional and mental strength that he's showing to say this I love it. And I think it's an accountability thing. So as a life coach, I feel like this is an accountability tool for him, for himself, even to remind himself, ask for help.
To ask for help. Yeah.
Ask for help.
It starts with you.
Because they, how they wear the thing on their wrist where they, some of them wear the thing where they, got the plays and all that kind of stuff. So for him, it's ask for help. I love it. So dope.
That's it. All right. Feel good final thought.
Yeah, now, this is dope.
Yes. So Gary Payton is the head coach for the newly formed athletics department at Lincoln University in Oakland, California, where he coaches Jarrett Lillard, who is Dame Lillard's brother, his little brother, obviously.
Obviously. Yes.
Like, this is so dope. When I first saw it and I saw Lincoln University, my first thought was the Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. But all coming together. I just like this, some of, because this isn't a big school. Gary Payton, I'm sure, could have been the head coach at some huge school somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact that these coaches, and these former professional athletes are you know, deciding to go to some of these schools who don't always get that pub, and don't always get that love. And so,
right.
This is awesome to
No,
see.
love it. Yeah.
I can't imagine.
So he did this because this is home to him. Yeah. This is hometown for him. So he was like, I'm going to do this. And, you know, being a part of something that's foundational, they just started an athletics department right now.
Yeah.
Like they never even had sports at this school until, so for him, I'm sure the school is so appreciative of having his name attached to their newly formed athletics department as well.
Yeah, because this has to bolster, like, you know.
Of course. And then Dame Lillard's brother is there. Yeah. Y'all just hit the jackpot, Lincoln University.
Right.
Okay. So that's really good. All right. So kudos to you, Gary Payton. I always like this dude anyway.
Me too.
So
yeah.
He never been pretentious, never been into all of that kind of stuff. He just was a utilitarian, get out there, get it done, passionate basketball player. So love it. Yeah.
All right, we got a special feel good final.
Don't cry. You about to cry.
You know I am. Man, you know, for anybody who has watched this podcast, we've actually had this guy on twice. First time we went and traveled to Alabama State to interview him, and earlier this year we had him on you know, this platform virtually. And so to see this, when I heard, I remember the first thing I thought to myself, you know, Coach Prime is going to be out for one game because the doctors told him, you know, after the surgery he had on his foot that he needs to be out. And my first thought was, well, who's going to be the interim coach? And when it was announced that it was going to be Coach Gary Flea Harrell, you know.
You know, I wasn't going to say Coach Flea, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
Well, you know, I had to say the whole name just so people
I know.
knew.
That's why
for those of you who know, Coach Flea.
You know. Look, as those TikToks I send you, if you know, you know.
So shout out to Coach Flea, man. We love you, man. He got a W against Bethune-Cookman last week.
Handily got a W, baby. It was butt whooping.
Well, you know, they've been putting it on some folks. You know, we saw what Alabama A&M had to say in the spring when they were playing. The HBCUs were playing in the spring, and their coach, you know, after beating Jackson State, kind of did some chest beating. You know, he wasn't beating his chest after a couple weeks ago.
I was gonna say it wasn't happening no more. Don't worry. Yeah.
Nah, but shout out to Coach Flea.
Shout out to Coach Harrell for sure. Yes, we're very proud. Very proud of you, sir. Very proud of this moment for you. And you know, we always got your back over here. So yes. All right.
Show picks. What you watching?
Show pick. So this is season 3 of this show. I have watched the other 2 seasons. Started out, he was just obsessed stalker. Then he started killing people. Now it's to the point, this show it's almost dark comedy, right? Because they kill people on this show, but it's his thoughts that are hilarious, okay? It's the way he thinks that makes it funny. So it's very dark comedy, in my opinion. I don't know if somebody else sees it as not comedic, but I find him hilarious. Just in his thought process. But this show is called You on Netflix.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Ooh, baby.
I'm looking for something new.
Cool. They cuckoo. Okay, now he got a partner because he got a wife now. And she crazier than him. It is wild, but it is really good. I was literally watching it right before I came on. I just was like, I just can't stop. This is crazy. So that's what I'm watching.
Okay. And I will implore you guys, if you have not seen this, because it's not a show, it's only about a 5-minute clip, but I will implore you, if you have not seen Dave Chappelle's 5-minute clip addressing the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, I hadn't seen it.
I'm going to send it to you as soon as this is done.
Okay.
I implore you to watch it. This is what it looks like when And some people may say that he's being stubborn, but this is what it looks like when you stand on what you say and you don't back off of it. I don't think that you can cancel with Dave Chappelle.
Good luck.
Because when you have the heart of the people, you know,
this was say good luck.
Yeah, and this isn't about the LGBTQ plus community anymore. This is about something bigger. And not to denigrate the community. When I say something bigger, I mean like there's a bigger plot here. There's something bigger at play than just maybe, you know, some people feeling like, you know, I was disrespected in some way by this special. This is something. If
you know Dave Chappelle, he disrespects everybody. He is a respecter of nobody.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. If you're gonna feel disrespected, don't watch, because more than likely at some point in what he talks about, you're gonna feel disrespected.
Right. And so I think it was very insightful. It reminded me of that clip 846 when he talked about the death of George Floyd. And I think I said it then, like Dave Chappelle has outgrown the tag of comedian. He is more of an orator in the same vein of James Baldwin. Probably even more so a Dick Gregory.
Yes, so, there you go. Yes.
It's good to see him, you know, speaking the way that he has, and it's good to know that he's not so invested in corporate interests that he can be canceled.
Well, that's his strength. That's his superpower.
That's his superpower.
Dave Chappelle's superpower is he don't give a you know what.
Yeah. And I love it.
That is his superpower. That is it. Yeah. And that keeps him strong and keeps him grounded and keeps him unapologetic.
Yeah.
So kudos to him.
Kudos to him.
I love it. We all need to find our Dave Chappelle inside.
Yes. All right. We at the end of another one.
Yes.
Episode 133.
Yeah.
You know, we always ask you guys to reach out, you know. We really want to connect with you guys. You can hit us up on our at our email account, fieldgoodfinalthought@gmail.com. Certainly reach out to us on IG and on Twitter. Our IG account is @field2the real podcast. Twitter is @field2 the real P1. Check us out on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, you'll see kind of an archive of some of our videos. Some of our videos, more of the recent stuff.
YouTube. YouTube. Did you say YouTube?
Oh, no, not yet. You can check us out on YouTube, Field2 the Real Podcast. That's all letters and no numbers. Field2 the Real Podcast. You can see it right there on. Actually, you can see it on Stephanie's shirt. Right there, Field2 the Real. And we'll pop up. Make sure you put podcasts in because we got 2 channels.
Right. Yeah.
Make sure you put podcasts in and you'll be able to see a library of almost all of our videos.
Yeah.
But as always, we truly appreciate you guys. We thank you guys for continuing to listen, continuing to, for those of you who do interact, we thank you for interacting. For those of you who haven't yet, it's no time like the present. And, you know, we really just truly appreciate and love you guys. Shout out to the new listeners. It looks like we got some new people like tuning in and listening.
Okay. Awesome sauce. Love it.
Yeah. Welcome.
Right. Yes. So I'm going to say this before we get off.
Okay.
I love y'all. I got to take a hiatus, personal hiatus, as I'm getting ready to transition and go where God is sending me. And so I'm on the move again, y'all. And So Jarrett will be holding this down. He'll have some special people on for the next month with him, so that this doesn't have to, unlike when I moved here, we won't take a break where you all don't see us at all. So Jarrett's gonna hold us down with some amazing guests over the next 4 weeks. And I will see you all back in December.
Yes.
And yeah, love y'all.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't even gonna tell nobody, because what I didn't want to happen is be like, oh, Stephanie not gonna be on the show this week.
Oh, whatever. No, not gonna happen. No, it's gonna be some really dope people that are gonna be on here with him. So y'all make sure you tune in, because it's gonna be, Definitely. Don't not listen. I ain't no superstar, so whatever.
We got some familiar faces coming, and we got some faces that you probably never seen before. So definitely tune in. Definitely check us out. Step, I'm gonna miss you, even though we still gonna talk.
I'm gonna miss you. Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's just this.
Right. But I'm gonna miss you on here and our back and forth.
I know. It's gonna feel weird too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just needed to make sure I'm good.
Yeah. The month will go by fast.
I know it will. It will. You're right.
So we love you guys. We out of here. Step, you can go ahead and throw the peace sign up now, because you've been real active with your hands today, and they've worked. Look right there. No disappearance.
I'm gonna just keep it right there.
Black. We out of here.
Right. I'm gonna just keep it right now. Peace.
Now put the cameras on me. 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 Put the cameras on me.